So these are the top 10 deep sea creatures. Very, very deep in the sea, then you can see all this.
I have spent my entire career trying to get people excited about worms because most of the time when people think about worms, they think about the earthworms, and they're not that fun to look at. Tomopterus worms, they do this amazing undulating dance in order to swim around and feed.
The animal is able to swim really rapidly, maneuver very tight turns, and it can stop on a dime by arresting the motion of all of its legs and then reverse direction without changing the direction of its body. And so it's pretty incredible what these small animals are able to do, and no robotic system has been able to replicate it. So they're something we're definitely interested in trying to reverse engineer.
Crassota millsii, when you first look at it, it looks like fireworks are gone off in the evening sky. It is just a gorgeous animal. It's got tentacles that go off in every direction, and then if you disturb it a little bit, it pulls everything in and jets off in a different direction. And
Ooh, it's like a transparent firework.
An animal we see every once in a while. It's not very common. It's a beautiful, tiny little jelly. These rare gems, we get really excited when we see them.
the Pacific viperfish is a great example of many things we notice.
Oh, Predator, you see the
Have
deep
long,
view.
sharp teeth.
It makes them look fierce, and I think the result is that they are fierce, at least to their prey.
Their teeth are so large and they sit outside of its mouth that it can't actually close its mouth.
These giant teeth are not actually impaling anything. The teeth act like bars on a jail cell to keep the food, say a shrimp, from swimming back out of the mouth.
Oh, the food is in the jail. But instead of jail, it's inside the bowl. What? Strawberry squid?
One of the
Looks like a
other types of
strawberry.
animals we find in the deep sea is this beautiful squid. And we've given it
So
the name
is
the
this
strawberry
salty
squid
or is
because when
this
you look at
sweet?
it from the side, it has all these little dots that make it sort of look like a strawberry. It has one big eye and one small eye.
Big and small eye? So funny, a glowing eye?
In order to see the shadows or silhouettes of potential prey against the lighted waters above. Its other eye is small, and it's designed to see pinpoints of bioluminescence. It's bizarre to us because they seem ill-suited to survival in our world, but in the deep sea, they're perfectly well adapted.
Wow, is this a plant or an animal? What is this? It's a feather?
Feather stars are
Star?
these animals that are related to sea stars, and they live on the sea floor.
They look like a flower that can't move, but then all of a sudden
Starfish?
they'll swim off into the darkness.
Looks like starfish?
I love
Star
seeing
plants?
things swim. And
So
to me,
cute.
the feather star and the way they swim, it's almost like they're walking through water. It's pretty incredible to watch.
It looks like dancing to me.
Ophrynema.
They look like a nightmare, but they're really amazing.
Phronema is this amphipod, which is basically like a little shrimp-like animal. And they take another animal, like a salp, they go inside, kill it, eat out the insides, and then lay their eggs in the dead carcass of this animal. It's like the creepiest thing ever.
She's got these
So
big
they
eyes,
lay their
these
egg
big
on
claws.
other animal
She
which
looks
is
really
dead. They
scary.
kill it
She
to lay
looks like,
animals on?
you know,
Lay their
in
eggs on
shape.
that? Ugh. Worm?
Pompeii worms are one of the most thermotolerant animals in the world. These crazy little fuzzy-wuzzy worms live on hydrothermal vents. It's essentially an underwater volcano with piping hot water coming out of it.
temperatures can get 200 degrees Celsius. We're talking hot. And the Pompeii worm seems to
What? Even
thrive
hotter than boiling water? Like
How they do
volcano
this
water?
is they have a fleece-like coating of bacteria that helps protect them from some of the hottest water that comes out of the vents so that they can extract minerals from the vents. And then they extend their gills out into much cooler water, which is how they breathe and extract oxygen out of the water. They do this little dance in between the cooler water and the hotter water, in and out of their tubes. So they're like hot, 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 cool, cool, cool.
You know what I call them? I call them mustache worm. It's like a worm with mustache.
Bloody belly comb jelly is one of my personal favorites, and I have to admit I'm a little bit biased because I was fortunate enough to be one of the researchers who described this beautiful animal.
Most animals in the deep sea can't see the color red. And so in order to hide really well, the bloody bellies are this beautiful bright red color.
I think they look like hearts.
Oh, like a love shape.
That's nerdy.
They do. The bloody belly comb jelly has these 8 rows called teen rows, and that's how the animal moves around. The light flickering that you see
Ooh, like
is
LED light.
bouncing off of these little hair-like projections on the body of the animal.
They diffract the light into the colors of the rainbow, and so it looks like the most
Imagine our fur have light like that. It's like their fur have light.
beautiful animal with 8 rows of rainbows moving through the water.
Vampire? Oh, it is really vampire squid.
Vampire squid is an animal that's captured people's imagination for years. Vampiroteuthis infernalis, the vampire squid from the depths, or the inferno.
For the longest time, we weren't sure what vampire squid actually ate.
I mean, it sounds like kind of a
Ew.
bloodsucker, right?
The vampire
Inside
squid
it,
doesn't suck blood.
it's like
The vampire
fatigue
squid likes
or
to
bone.
eat poop raining down from the surface. This is how it gets its food.
They stick out this feeding tentacle that captures sinking dead animals and waste that's raining down from near the sea surface.
Oh, it's like fishing.
It's gross.
The squid is fishing.
The filaments are sticky. They're kind of like half of a Velcro strip. The vampires drag this filament behind them, collect all kinds of bits and pieces of drifting matter. That's a unique feeding mode that we don't see in any other cephalopods.
Why did this animal get its name vampire squid? We're not actually really sure. It's not nearly as scary as it sounds.
But the vampire squid's a cool name.
Transparent brain?
Probably the most common question I get is what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in the deep sea? And I really have to say the barrel eye, because there is no example of a fish that looks like that.
The barrel eye is an amazing fish. When we first came across one alive in its natural habitat, we were really surprised.
The animal's eyes, you might think, are looking forward, those little black dots. But in actuality, the green orbs that are pointed upwards are its eyes. It's covered in this gelatinous sheath.
The
which
green one is the
completely
eye, not the
transparent.
brain.
They have this tiny little poochy mouth sticking out in front, and the eyes were looking up. There was no way that the fish could see what it was eating, which always bothered me. What's the point? How does this work?
Our scientists discovered that the eyes can rotate so that it can keep its eye on the prey above it and just rotate and grab the food.
Monterey Bay is the best
360
studied
rotation.
patch of deep ocean on the planet. And yet, we're still finding new things every time we go out. It's exciting to think that there's that much more to be discovered in the rest of the world ocean.
Okay, that's pretty much the coolest thing ever in the deep sea. Okay.
Teacher, can you send the link into
Yes.
the chat?
Oh, you want to send in the chat? I
Yes,
already sent into the
I
Google
will
Classroom.
see.
Okay. All right, you're joining late. Okay. Please don't see it during the class, okay? See it after the class break, okay? Okay. So today what we're gonna finish up is about seeing all this. Okay, let's say choose a sea creature that you find interesting. So like for example, all this. So what you're gonna do is that think of 5 questions and write them in your notebook. Like for example, what are the animals which is transparent? Jellyfish. What are the animals that what are the sea animals, male sea animals that give birth in their tummy, which is the seahorse. Okay, then yeah, so ask all these questions. That's what we're gonna do today. That is the reason why I'm sending you this video today. Okay, so any questions, Q&A. Okay, this is what we're gonna do later on. Okay, before that, let's play a game. Let's play a game. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay, number 1. This mammal is the largest sea creature. What do you think? What do you think? Everyone just unmute. Okay, you think it's a blue whale. All right, let's see it later. What do walrus use their large tusks for? Walrus got the front tusk, right? Like a yeah. So what do they do it for? Do they hold themselves out of the water or do they dig up plants? They have this teeth. What do they do? Okay. All right, do both. All right, next. A squid has 8 tentacles like octopus. Is it true or false? You guys think it's true? All right. Okay, later we'll discuss, okay? An octopus can cloud the water with dark, inky substance that confuses enemy. Is it octopus?
No.
Okay. Most scallops' eyes are what color?
False.
I'm not sure. Never mind. No worries.
False is false.
Okay, no worries. Later we'll discuss. Most scallops' eyes are what color do you think it is?
Blue.
You think it's blue?
Green.
You think it's green? Okay, so majority says green. How many pairs of legs does a crab has? Pair. Pair means times 2. How many pairs of legs? 4 pair means 8 legs. 6 pair means 12 legs. Which one? Okay, majority say 4. Okay. Eels are snakes. Are they true? Are eels snakes? Do you know what's eel? 鳗鱼. Some true, some false. Majority, which one? Okay, you win. All right, clear. Okay, you should say the top one. Okay, true. Okay. He wants to dominate that. When a female seahorse lays eggs, what she do?
Eels can.
This one we've seen the video before.
I know.
Okay.
Eels
All right, everyone agree, place in a meal pouch. Number 9, salmon live in both fresh and salt water. True or false? Salmon fish, yummy, sashimi. Fresh and salt water. True or false? Okay, again. So whose circle is biggest now this time? Okay, so the answer is both because so big until I cannot see the answer already. Clear. Clear. Hello. With due respect. Clear.
Don't do that.
Okay. Okay. So true or false? Okay, I see Charlie's one first. True. Okay, the whale shark is the largest fish. Is that true? Sorry, not is it true? It eats what? What does it eat? Why is it so big? What does it eat? Some say other fish. Some say all above. How?
Of the
Okay, here two color. I think all above two color.
above.
Okay, let's see. Excuse me, I can't click. I can't see. Excuse me, red. Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
What? Oh.
Oh, it says you got 5 correct, but it didn't say which 5. Oh, they didn't say which 5. Okay, so let us discuss. Okay, let us discuss. Okay, let's discuss. So very good. Blue whale is the largest. So the walrus use the tusk definitely is to eat and also to hook themselves up like a hook, like a captain hook like that, so that they can climb themselves out of water. Is to hook onto the ice. Okay, so it's both. A squid has 8 tentacles. No, okay. A squid doesn't have 8 tentacles like octopus. That is 八爪鱼. That's why it's octopus. Squid is not. All right. An octopus would cloud the water with darky ink substance that confuses enemy. Yes, squid and octopus both can do that. Okay, most scallops' eyes are blue. You were correct. Then you change to green. Then you become wrong. Okay, most scallops' eyes are blue. Okay, how many pairs of legs does crab has? Okay, let me show you crab. It's 5 pairs.
Legs.
Because you guys did not eat enough crab. Yummy, yummy crab.
Oh no.
Oh, now it's really, really yummy crab. Okay, I don't want food. Okay, just a crab then.
But it's so.
And you see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also called a leg. So it's actually 5 legs. Okay, 5 pairs of legs.
Oh.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay.
Like
Eels are more like a type of fish. It's not a snake. Okay, eels is a type of fish. Let me show you what is eel. Okay, another thing very interesting is actually electric eel.
I know 电鳗.
Electric eel can kill people, okay? So don't be like, wow, very nice. I see electric eel. I want to touch. No, no.
You can't touch. If you
Yeah.
touch
yourself in the eel's place in the animal.
Yeah.
To cause involuntary motion would be very useful and a way to reveal prey to them while they're hunting. They give off a pair of these high voltage. That twitch is the cue to give away the position of the prey item to the eel, which is very sensitive to slight water movements. So it'll attack a very slight water movement.
So as soon as it relays electric, then all the fish are so dizzy already. Then that's it, done. Okay, let's see. Ding, 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 ding.
They were acting like a taser, essentially causing involuntary muscle contractions to freeze up the animal so it couldn't move. The eel is remotely activating the motor neuron output that activates
it's
muscles.
swimming
so
very
they're
fast. That's
essentially reaching into the
You see, earlier was swimming very fast, the fish. Then after that, it just tried to make the electricity. Then after that, the fish immediately stopped. and then it eats. Okay, so that's how the electric eel is.
I know why the electric eel can't let themselves also be pain,
Right.
because it has a little bit of, because it know what will help them.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So salmon can live both in fresh and salt water. White shark is the largest, although they are so large. They eat plankton. They don't eat fish or anything. Okay. So that is actually quite an amazing thing. You know what it means by plankton?
No.
You know, okay. So plankton is basically all the little plankton in the water. Okay, so it's quite amazing. So,
Like seaweed.
hold on. How much plankton does a whale eat? Okay. Does a whale shark eat? Okay. So you see, even a baby eat 21 kg of plankton. All right. So
But is it whale shark? Both are a killer whale,
whale shark, it's
like orca.
no, orca, it's more aggressive. Whale shark, not exactly. Okay, because it is plankton, so it doesn't kill people to eat unless they feel threatened. Whale shark, how to show you plankton?
Whale shark doesn't eat people.
No, they don't. They don't. They only eat plankton.
I
See?
know orca also can eat people, but
They kill.
But catch it to dance, it will kill the catcher.
Okay. Does whale shark? The huge animal is not dangerous. Whale shark have never attacked human. Okay. In fact, human attack it is more likely. But normally, how we attack them? We attack them by giving them plastic. All right. Where our plastic looks like plankton to them.
Plastic can kill a whale shark.
Because they thought that the plastic is like plankton, so they eat it. But they eat too much plastic. If we eat plastic, will we die? Yes, right. So same thing. Their tummy got too much plastic that their tummy, the plastic cannot be digested. So their tummy looks so full, but actually they are still very hungry. So at the end of the day, bleh, they eat plastic till they die. Okay. So this is pretty much a link for you to play for fun.
If you hit the plastic, it will have poisonous.
It's not the poison, it's the space that it occupies and indigestion that caused. Okay, just like Africa. Okay, have you seen African kids big tummy? You see how big their tummy is? Okay, it's not like, okay, these are pretty common big African tummy. What do you think is inside their tummy? What is it? They have too much food?
No, it has more plastic.
Actually, they don't eat plastic, but they eat, in simple words, sand.
Sand?
Yes. Okay, they don't have money. So what they do is that they mix sand with water and they make it like a clay. They make it like a biscuit. Okay, biscuit we use flour, right? They don't have flour, they don't have money. So what they do is that they use sand to make it like a flour, then make a biscuit. So that's what they eat. So once why it is so big is because that all the sand is everything inside. But the sand can it come out or not? It cannot unless you do operation. So he's carrying lots of sand and stones inside because they're so poor they have no food. That's why never ever waste food. So if your tummy this big, do you think you'll die? Yes, you will. Your tummy is just that stretchable. You stretch so big already, your tummy cannot stretch anymore. The tummy will explode. So you have no place to put real food. Okay, so you will die. Okay, so same goes to the whale that eat, but human eat more like sand to die, and the whale they eat plastic to die. Okay, so that's pretty much like how African is. Okay, so if no problem, okay, now let's turn to activity book, page 37. Activity book, page 37.
Teacher, wait, I'm charging my mom's computer.
Okay. Okay, so we just need to have 5 questions here. So can everyone give out one question and we'll guess about it, then see whether we get the answer correct or not. So that's how we can copy out 5 questions, okay? Okay. So some ideas on how you can create a questions like what type of creature, is it mammal, vertebrates, invertebrates, and all this stuff, where they stay, how it look like, and what's the size, are they prey, predator, what they eat and stuff like that, some special features. Okay, for example, my first question will be like this. Okay, number 1. Okay, maybe all of you can type the question onto the screen. Okay, but the format, make sure it's smaller, okay? Okay. Which sea creature Daddy carries the egg and gives birth? What's your answer?
Seahorse.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's the question and answer you're supposed to do. Everyone do one question here. Okay, but don't write the answer. Let your friend guess. Let your friend guess. Okay? Okay. So this question by Joanna. This question by Jensen.
But teacher,
This question by Charlize. This question by Yixun. Okay, type the question over there. So then you guys can copy it and don't need to do the homework by yourself. If you can't copy on time, then you need to do the homework by yourself. Page. What did I do? Okay. Okay, feel free to type on the screen.
Going to write, why will shark Oh no, I haven't. Okay. octopuses. Jensen, you say how many legs and hands? We say 2 things, but octopus only has 1 leg. I know it has 8 legs, but it only has legs, haven't had hands.
Okay, don't reveal the answer, okay? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, just some correction about the spelling I write in the chat. Plastic is TIC. Octopus is OCTOPUS. Jensen, missing a question. Okay, let's try on Charlie's question. What is the largest fish in the ocean? Anyone have any idea? Easy.
Whale shark.
Very good. Whale shark. Okay.
Easy.
Nice. Joanne, why whale shark can be killed by plastic? Okay, who can answer? Okay, what's your answer, Joanna?
Because the whale shark tummy will be big and big and big, and the whale shark haven't have
Die due to indigestion. You cannot digest the plastic, so that's why it's
whale
getting
shark
killed.
haven't have.
Okay, so Yixun, how many legs and hands do octopus have? Okay, what's the answer?
8.
Okay,
8. But
okay, 8. It's right there, 8.
but teacher,
Jensen, what is missing? What is the small fish in the ocean? Small or smallest? So what's your answer, Jensen?
what is that? Oh, mollusk.
Yeah, that's unfortunately, plankton is not a fish. Okay, the answer that I googled is this one. I don't know what fish is this. It's the smallest fish.
Teacher, why I'm going to find pencil.
Okay, please snapshot. I'm gonna rush for another class again. Okay, please snapshot. Please snap. Picture. Okay, take picture ready. Done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you, class.